Hi everyone, and welcome to the Peacefield Farm YouTube channel. Today we're going to be installing a bucket level indicator on my Kubota B2601. This relatively simple picture here, I'm going to show you how you can accomplish this with really very little effort. You need to spend some money on parts, but in the description of this video I'm going to list all the parts that you need. There's 10 parts altogether, and with those parts and this diagram you can very simply install your own bucket level indicator. Here are the 10 parts laid out on a table that you need to accomplish this bucket level indicator. The very first thing you need to do is replace the pin that holds the hydraulic arm to the arm of the tractor. So I'm going to remove the nut that holds the end bracket in place. Shown here is the bolt, nut, and what looks like a washer, but it's really a spacer. Here's the package and the part number for the new pin. I'll be putting all the part numbers in the description of the video, so you don't have to bother to record them here. These are the two pins side by side, new and old. You can see that the one on top is the new one, the one on the bottom is the old one, and there's a little extension piece on the top pin there, and that is where the indicator rod is going to attach to that new pin. Here's the end of the pin with the grease fitting. The grease fitting is a separate part, doesn't come with it for some reason, but anyway you have to install this grease fitting into the end of the pin. With the pin out, you can just move the hydraulic arm just out of the way and set it on the arm of the front end loader, no problem. Here's the new pin in place with the bolt but not the nut. So you just have to put the bolt through the holes from the inside and screw that together. We're looking at the other side again here now, and I've installed the nut onto the bolt that holds that end cap in place. Here's another view of the end of that pin, where there's a slight groove cut into it and the snap ring fits into that groove. Here's the snap ring itself. Again, these parts are listed in the description of the video. So what you have to do here is to grab your snap ring pliers and attach the snap ring to the pliers, and then you can very easily put this snap ring into place at the end of that pin. Here's a view of that snap ring installed. Here's the long rod that is really the meat of this whole operation. So this attaches to that bracket that you've attached in the previous chunk of this video. This is the end along with the nut and bolt that attaches to that bracket. This part, called a stay indicator, holds the indicator rod in place as you move the bucket tilt and curl. It holds that rod in place, so that rod that has a bend in it, so you can tell where you're at. This is the stay indicator, which is a real nice fit on the tractor. It looks totally factory installed. This is the rod installed into the bracket. It's a little bit difficult to figure out how this was supposed to work, but after studying the pictures, I did figure it out. The pictures were correct. I was convinced for a short time that the picture was wrong, but I was wrong, and the picture was correct. So here's the rod going through the opening in that last bracket. As you can see, it's attached to the loader arm now, and it looks very professional. So as you raise your bucket up and down, or tilt and curl your bucket rather, the position of this rod in that slot will change, and you can adjust where that rod goes through that slotted hole, and therefore determining when your bucket is level. Here's a side view of the whole setup. Installation is now complete, adjustment is complete, and it works like a charm, and it really looks good.